What is going on, everybody, and welcome to today's video with me, a friendly neighbor Pirate Wardwix. In today's video, we're going to be doing Zulrha for 3 hours and seeing how much money it actually is. I know that it's profit. We all know it's going to make money. I just want to see how much does it actually make after all. Like, it's gone through. It was nerfed a long time ago. But with everything, I want to see how much money it actually is, because I hear people fluctuate between like, oh, Zulrha's dead content, never do it, between people who are like, hey, Zulrha's like 1.8 mil plus per hour. So I want to see exactly how much money it actually is, so let's get right into this. Okay, so this is the gear that I'm going to be bringing. I have the Void Range Helmet, the Star Diamond Cape from Major Arena 1, not Major Arena 2. I have no Major Arena 2, so if you have done that, do bring that cape. It will be better than this. A Cult Necklace, a Any Blessing, Trident of the Swamp. I have Arms Top and Robe Skirt, just because I don't have Ancestral, and I doubt most people do, so that's why I am bringing it. I have a Mage's Book. I have Torment Bracelet, Eternal Boots, and Ring of Suffering. R means that it is charged. Any of this gear that you can upgrade, or if you can't afford it, just downgrade it to the next best thing. And then for range, I have Void Gloves, top and bottom. I have a Blowpipe. I have a Necklace of English. I have his Accumulator, again, number 1, not from the Dragon Slayer 2, because I haven't actually done the 50 kills yet for it. And any D'hide boots. I'm using the Ancient D'hide boots. These are just because I can't afford Ranger boots, so that's why I am bringing this. As I said, with any of this gear, just upgrade it and downgrade it as your bank allows. This is just what I am bringing, because this is like a fairly, this is like 50 mil or so. You can easily get rid of, for example, the Tormented Bracelet here, Eternal Boots, make those in like Mystic Boots, maybe make the Tormented Bracelet like Barrow's Gloves, get rid of the Ring of Suffering and just use Rings of Recoils, get rid of the Mage's Book, use like a Ward, stuff like the Necklace of Anguish, just use a Fury, and then this becomes fairly cheap, so just base it off of what you can actually afford. But of course, for the purposes of this video and testing this out, this is what I am going to be bringing. This is what most players, I'd assume, who do Zulrha would have. Then in the inventory, we're going to bring a Rune Pouch with 500 casts to house, Ring of Dueling. This is just for whenever we need to go to the bank. I'm bringing a Magic Potion, as I do not have enough money for the Imbued Heart, and I know that some people say don't even bring the Magic Potion. It's not, it doesn't even affect everything that much, but honestly I do, because it's super cheap and it's still 4, like, boost to 4 levels, so why not? A Range Potion, Prep Potion, and then the Anti-Venom. I am not bringing the Serpentine Helm, of course I'm bringing Void, so that is why I'm bringing the Anti-Venom. Then I have 4 cooked Wand Bombs. The rest of my inventory filled with Monkfish, except for 1 space, just so I can go between the Mage setup and the Range setup without having to like drop or worry about that 1 piece of food. And then if there is also, like, for example, using Vulnerability and using Vengeance, I'm not going to be able to use Vengeance as I'm on the normal spellbook to use the House Teleport, as it's cheaper than using tabs, and I'm not going to use Vulnerability just as it takes 2 pieces of food just for the runes alone, and honestly it's not that much better. I still get super fast kills as it is with this gear, so it's, yeah, that's why I'm not using that. But if you'd like to, you're more than welcome to use Vulnerability as well to get that, to reduce the opponent's defense by 10%. Okay, so we just completed the first hour here, got 20 kills in the hour, so not that bad. Let's see what the price check for the loot comes to. Wow, 1.8 mil. Now this does not take into account the items that I actually used, like for supplies wise. We will be calculating all that at the end, but still 1.8 mil is not bad. Didn't even get any like rare drops. Yeah, I got like a Magic Sea, which is 200k, but yeah, that's still pretty good for just normal drops. Yeah, let's keep going for the next 2 hours and see what happens. We just completed the second hour here, got 19 kills in the hour, and let's see what the loot is looking like. 2 mil, that is not bad. We did get a couple more like good drops, for example, like Dragon Halberds and Dragon Might Helms, so not bad whatsoever. Here we are for the final price check. Actually kind of amazing. We got exactly the amount of items we needed to fill up the whole entire event. Feels good. So let's check everything together from the 3 hours. Comes to 5.652183 mil. That is good. Wow. Then without the cost of supplies, this is how much we would make each hour. Just a bit under 1.9 mil, so that is not bad whatsoever. But now let's factor in supplies. Okay, so now let's price check what we actually used. This is from like the scales of the Trident, the Blowpipe, the runes to get there, the potions, the whatnot. So this is everything here, so let's check it. So 980k is what we lost in supplies in the 3 hours. So we're losing about 326k every hour just on supplies alone. But we are still making a lot of money. Even taking into account the potions that we use and all that, we're still making about 1.5 mil GP per hour. This is without a drop like a Tanzanite Fang or like the Visage or anything like that. This is just with its standard drops. And then at the kills that I was getting, you should get a drop every about just over 6 hours. So that adds on another 460k or so GP, if you'd like to think of it like that, onto each hour, saying that you go from drop to drop. But if not, we were getting just about 1.5 mil GP without any drops, and if we were to factor in the 460 or so K, we're making somewhere around 2 mil per hour. So really not that bad. Like that's actually really good. That was actually significantly better than I thought it was gonna be. With all the the buffs and the nerfs and blah blah blah, and the fact that I know there's like better methods if you have like, for example, twisted bow and stuff like this. That was actually really good. Even just 1.5 mil by itself is a super good method. But if we add in of course the chance of the drop, right? Because we were doing about 59 kills in the 3 hours. It's about a 1 in 128 chance to actually get a drop, so we should get one around every 6 hours, just a little bit over every 6 hours. So even without factoring that in, just the 1.5 mil is still really good. And I would just like to thank you all for watching the video. If you liked, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And thanks for watching the video.